Hello, subscribers. How you doing? This is King Hart. I am back again. The other day, I did a little short clip, but it didn't go through. And then on the story with the Asian man in Ypsilanti, Michigan, who shot a 6-year-old black boy in the arm. And I'm just, right after I did it, I started to see people flooded. The reason it really hit me is because I realized YouTube was trying to hide and other people news stories. They did not want to air this. But from the outcry of the grassroots and the community, they were forced to act lawfully in this situation where a black kid was shot with a pistol by an Asian man in Ypsilanti, Michigan. First, he chased him with a sledgehammer. There's stories on top of stories where people are emotional about this and how it feels. But we all got to look at where this comes from. Well, whether we look at where it comes from or not, we're so outraged until they're going to have to do something about this. And this is what they get. Because first of all, you, as a black community, just got through voting a president in who gave them policy and protection for hate crimes against them that never truly happened. Which is a slap in the face to black people, especially black men. We don't have no damn policy in place, and Asians has been hurting us for years. We don't have no damn policy. We're the descendants of slaves in this country. If you want to give somebody something for a historical suffering or a heinous exchange, who better to give policy to than black folks? What you trying to say? We don't deserve it? We got overskilled and overclass black people who made it without policy. You can't say our IQ is so low we don't know how to subscribe to power. Well, we're not asking for it. It's a demanding right now. We are the black media. The grassroots. We proxy each other now too. We are leading the narrative because you as government and overseers and even black politicians are incompetent. You have a tremendous amount of incompetence when it comes down to us. And I've been saying it in my videos. You guys out there are subservient. You're serving the party. You're serving the government. You're not practicing self-preservation where the government serves us. That's the way it should be. You're trying to let society dictate to us depicting who we are. And that's not who we are. You're letting them create depictions and narrative to shape who they want us to be. Because of non-protection. We're not the majority in this country, but we're the most important. This country was built off the backs of my ancestors and people like me to gain its liberties and wealth. That's why we're the most important. We suffered the most heinous historical exchange in this society. Now you got other groups coming here, which you're giving political incentives to. And they're emboldened to the point where they're shooting our children through a window over a bicycle and being let out of custody on a $10,000 bond for attempt to murder with a child, the neighbor's child, with a white judge, Karen. But there's a president that's been voted in by majority black people, which I didn't vote for him because I knew what he was going to do. I'm politically astute. I'm part of the grassroots. I've been here for a while. But you voted a president in on top of all of this, that's voted in by majority black people, that would ignore you and give executive order to the group in which harms you, and to the group that come here for better life, to throttle over you in business camaraderie, from checks from our federal government and protective orders, legislatively. That's a foreign dog. But we trying to get back people to pay attention. And now you got to pay attention, because you're looking at the media and now seeing what's happening. Yeah, he's bold. We said that. They want to basically get us lined up like Nazi Germany. We got a president that's catering to the idea of this situation. And black politicians, y'all stomp for this man. Stacey Abrams, cloaking yourself in another character, a black woman from Mississippi. They don't need you. Yeah, they need you to use you. And when they get through with you, you're going to be broken, a broken tool. Because you don't have worth. If you don't care about your own family, your own community, you don't have worth. They understand significantly. They're very sophisticated. You don't have self-preservation as a politician if you stomping against your own community, against your own legacy. Why would I respect a man with no respect for his family, with no self-preservation? That's what white people say. That's what people that are sophisticated look at. They look at the principles too. Your principles are unorthodox. I can use you, but I'm not going to trust you to be a part of me. You don't even love yourself. Jim Clyburn, that goes for you too. You're going to go out and fool your people to stomp for two people that will heinously act against you because we told you to. That's how slaves respond. But anyway, this young man, this little boy, shot by an Asian. Shout out to Kwame Brown. I like the way you talk, how you pull black people, us, out. I like that. Shout out to the black man that drove from Detroit, Michigan to go to this house. This is an outcry because it's not necessarily, he back in jail now. Shout out to the grassroots, to us, because I called too. I called the police department. And I wrote on their review how I felt. And I'll write a letter that will burn your ass. I understand how to project words and understand how to use them according to whatever has happened and according to actually project and convey a message. And there's different ways to do that. So I'm part of the people who called, outraged. This ain't the first time I've called the police department or dealt with a city council concerning a systemic hate crime on black people. This is what we do. And no, thank you, Kwame Brown, because Don Lemon won't be crying about this. It's not popular among his constituents. But it is our safety as a people. You are constantly we constantly not say nothing, let these people continue practicing a soft genocide, practicing unlawful exchanges toward us with the help of our government, with the help of the president of these United States. See, what do you think gonna happen? Well, it stops here. We got this. But the President Joe Biden voted in, he a loose cannon against us. He giving money to people. Basically, he looked like to me, he's saying, go buy some guns so y'all can do this. And I'm glad Biden supporters are starting to see, we don't hate you. When we told you not to put that man in office, we were political astute about what has been happening to us. We formed a unit that gained attraction, and we wanted you guys to come to it and understand this is a broader perspective. Most black people are political neophyte, and you have bought into the depiction of the masses of what they want you to be in terms of blackness, and it's a very dangerous threat to us. Nevertheless, I just want to say a little bit more about this and get black folks to understand we are seriously in a soft war. A judge let him out. The judicial system exchange is not protecting us in our humanity as humans. They're not being sophisticated and strategic with us and exchange it in favor of the law. No, we don't have any political incentives. And you put this man in. We don't have no extra for us, but people who will harm us also take our tax dollars. Think about that.